So the first 5 minutes into spring break on a motorcycle ride, and this happens. YouTube vertical stacker here. It was an interesting week to say the least. Family and I went down to St. George, Utah. The weather was unbelievably gorgeous, 70s and 80s the whole week while we were there, which to me is kind of a perfect temperature for outdoor activities and riding. Might be a little on the warm side depending on how vigorous of activities you're being involved in. But for us, we ride motorcycles, so the wind is in our face, and I have a side-by-side as well, and so we put the family in there, put a cooler in there, and we just go ride. We have 10 gallons of extra gas, and we can literally go all day. So we had an absolute blast, but doggone it, I always have kind of a pre-activity powwow with the kids because they're, minors, some of them, and so I say, hey, look, we got to obey the rules of the road. If we get out on a highway or we get on a road, here's how you signal, here's how you do this, here's how you do that. And usually it's just for stretches of less than a mile, but still I want them to be safe. And then I say, look, and then stay on the trails, right? There's certain laws that govern how we are supposed to be good stewards of the land and not just take off and rip across country and so forth. And so kids, stay on the marked roads. And we have maps and we make sure that we respect the land. But in some areas, on BLM and so forth, things open up and there'll be sand dunes you can ride on, or other type of trails that are marked that you can ride on. And so I just said, hey, be smart, use your good judgment, but let's try to stay together as much as we can as a family. Of course, my 17-year-old's like, Dad, that's ridiculous. I've got a KTM 450. I'm not just going to putt along. And that dude, oh my gosh, I don't know if he's going to make it to age 18 or not, but I'll put up a little video here of him riding. He's a daredevil. He can ride a wheelie for about a mile or two on that 450, going like 30 or 40 miles an hour. It makes me absolutely insane. Again, I hope he lives to age 18, because then it's not my problem. But for now, the medical bills can really pile up. I know that sounds terrible, but so my 13-year-old decides on this ride that in the first 5 minutes, we're going down the road, he's going to jut off the road and hit a sand dune. And he has no experience on sand dunes, no paddle tires. He's riding a Honda 150 CRF RB, the big wheel version. And he just goes and starts ripping across this sand and doesn't recognize that on the backside of a sand dune, sometimes the drop-off can be fairly steep. And I don't know where he got that mindset that he just thought he could go rip up this thing and jump over it, but he did, and this was the result. Yeah, a fractured left clavicle 5 minutes into our first ride. So that was fun. We all got to turn around and go load right back up and go over to the urgent care in St. George, Utah. And fortunately, as you can see in the x-ray, it looks really bad, but I guess in today's medical world, they don't really do a whole lot of these things surgically. They just let them heal on their own. They might heal with a little bump because it calcifies and brings that union back together, but they've said this is going to heal up just fine. This is kind of one of the minor ones they've seen this year so far. And I just thought, yikes, because it looks so bad to me, but of course I'm Dad, right? So wow, what an experience for a spring break. And that was the inspiration for my title, Fractured Gold, a little play on fractional gold. And we'll talk about that now. I was able to pick these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, basically, a little over 9 grams, I guess. But some of these are just 1 gram. Some of these are maybe 1.5 grams. They're 1/20th of an ounce of gold. The maples in these, I think, are all 1/20th of an ounce. I'm not sure about the quarter sovereigns, but pretty cool little coins. I don't like paying premiums on fractional gold. I don't like paying premiums on any gold, but I'm just not prepared to go spend $2 grand for an ounce of gold right now. I don't want to do it. I haven't done it. other than for a real special one on my yearly goal. By the way, I'm still one shy of my 5-coin goal for this year. It's that Type 2 1-ounce American Gold Eagle. I still have not been able to secure that. Not because they aren't out there. I just don't want to spend the money. I've been really, really cheap lately. And I think part of it is because I've got a daughter who's getting married. And, I'm having that parental struggle of, well, it's my first daughter. She's the oldest one. She wants a nice wedding. But I'm just a total cheapskate, and I don't want to spoil my kids like this and spend a ridiculous amount of money on a wedding. She doesn't want to get married in a church, which is basically free for us. She wants to go and have this lavish thing outside. And so there's this conflict. Boom. Big conflict right now. Tug of war about how much we're spending on this wedding. And I tell you, I'm going to lose. Even if I win, I lose. And so I just turned it over to my wife and I said, honey, look, I'd like to retire someday. I really don't want to spend a bunch of money on a wedding. Love my kids, don't get me wrong, but I would rather see them put that in an investment. Spend 2, 3, 4, 5 grand on the wedding and put 10 grand in a Roth IRA account or a couple of accounts or something. But my gosh, these people that are spending ridiculous amounts of money on weddings and getting into debt, right when they get married, it's just crazy. Love her husband, though. Really good guy. Well, future husband, her fiance, I guess. He understands the way the world works. He's really frugal. Bought her a really nice ring, but paid cash for it. And I think it was just like $1,500, which is really reasonable, I think, for a diamond wedding ring. So I'm grateful to see that kind of happening in her life. But let's talk about this fractional gold. I've never seen these before, and I think they are really cool. These, I guess, quarter sovereigns are to commemorate the Battle of Dunkirk, perhaps. I didn't research these in advance, so I apologize to you who know, but it says triumph from disaster. But really a nice coin. I like the design. And also, the likeness of the Queen is actually one of the better ones that I've seen. Just the coin overall is just a nice coin, a solid coin. So I picked up 3 of those. And then I got a couple of maples here. These were rough around the edges. I think I got these off of Instagram, a seller there. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Lakeside. I don't know. But, the maples are staples. See what I did there? Maples are staples of just about anybody's stack. If you're stacking gold, you probably have some maples somewhere in your gold stack. So 20th ounces there. I don't know what the weight on those sovereigns are, but somebody who knows can tell me. Then I have, let's see here, I have the Australian kangaroo. Really nice coin. 4/9's fine. Just nice, pure gold. I love the 4/9's fine Australian stuff. Anything from the Perth Mint, by the way, is just fantastic quality. Australian nugget, another 20th ounce, 4/9's fine, with a little rue right there on the continent. And then I have, I'm assuming this is Australian. It has a goat or something on there, and I think that's a Chinese symbol. So if you know what this is, let me know, because as far as I know, it's just a goat. And then we got the Noah's Ark. This is a 1 gram Armenian bullion coin. I really like this coin. They did some, for as small as it is, it's a 1 gram coin. The strike is really, really nice on this coin. A really, really nice strike. And it comes with its own little certificate here. 4/9's fine gold again. Noah's Ark representation. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that's been my pickups lately. Not as much as you might expect from me, but honestly, I'm just cheap right now. I don't want to spend $2,000 for an ounce of gold. So, I might be sitting on the sidelines for a while, and it's tough to make videos when you're not buying stuff, but I guess I'll just have to do what a lot of you other folks are doing out there, is just kind of recycle through topics, or try to come up with some original stuff. Maybe I'll do it naked. Maybe I'll just do naked reviews, but then I wouldn't have any viewers at all, and I'd probably get censored by YouTube and they'd demonetize the channel. And this is how I make a living, is doing a video every 3 months. So yeah, the sarcasm's heavy on that one, I'm sure. Anyway, folks, I hope everyone is doing well. What are your plans for this summer? I know I'm going to be doing a lot of backpacking up into the Frank Church Wilderness, probably some backpacking in the Sawtooths. Really, really looking forward to that. Do that with my kids, my wife, just have a really nice time. And hopefully the price of gold will come down to where I can feel comfortable completing my 5-coin goal. I'm 4 out of 5. I just need one more, and it's that Type 2 American Gold Eagle. Vertical Stacker, hope you're all well. Till next time, take care.